10 scary ghost videos that will leave you with sincere regret. Number 10. The hospital room. A mother named Sanda was staying with her daughter at Phoenix Children's Hospital in Arizona when her daughter suddenly started communicating with something in the room. This entity, claiming to be a 9-year-old girl named Bianca, communicates with her daughter by turning the tap on to answer questions. Everything seemed like a wholesome moment, but all of a sudden, the room goes cold and the spirit stops responding. She then decides to FaceTime her dad to tell him about what happened, and as she prepares to go home, she asks one final question: if it will come with her. Then this happens. Suddenly, the spirit replies to her last question, letting her know that it will come with her and be with her. Then the tap quickly stops, and we see a shadow moving towards her daughter. Her father on the video call said he could hear static on the phone. After this, a man in the comments reached out, saying his niece matched those details and passed away in this very same hospital, and all her organs were donated. Could it be that Bianca ended up becoming an evil spirit or something pretended to be her and has now attached itself to the girl? Let me know. Number 9. Missing student. This next video was recorded by a security camera inside a school classroom taken after school hours. The teacher had stayed behind after school to finish up working on some documents before leaving, but suddenly he started talking to someone, or so it seemed. Watch closely. The teacher noticed she walked on to the next class looking for her son while he was still talking, so he got up and went to the next class to get her, when suddenly he noticed there was nobody there. Completely freaked out by this incident, he immediately grabs his belongings and goes home. The teacher swears he was talking to a mother who was looking for her son to pick him up from school. We can see that he gazes up towards the door to make eye contact with the woman every while. What makes this even more creepy is that many viewers say they can see the silhouette of a woman standing by the classroom door, and some viewers even pointed out that you can hear the woman's voice before the teacher speaks. This suggests that he did indeed see something at the classroom door, and after realizing that there was no one there, he left in complete terror without a moment's hesitation. His coworkers agreed this was paranormal, but unfortunately, the video remains a mystery. Just who or what was the teacher talking to? Number 8. The parking lot. A group of friends decided to explore an old abandoned parking lot full of buses that were no longer used. They stated that the buses were all inoperable and no longer functioning, so they were left behind. Another reason they have come to explore this area is because it's typically known for being an extremely haunted place in Soyapango, El Salvador. Many people claim to have heard buses here at night, as well as seen shadow figures and passengers in empty vehicles. The crew's fun adventure quickly takes a creepy turn while talking to one of the residents who lives next to the parking lot. They were just getting ready to leave, thinking the haunting rumors were just rumors, when suddenly they saw the rear light of the bus turned on. They look inside and see nothing that could explain this occurrence. Although this is what they wanted to see, they are now creeped out now that it's happened, so they decide to check out the rest of the area, when suddenly they turn around and notice this. A dark shadow figure can be seen in the distance, just standing there next to the bus that had the rear light on. Upon realizing this, the group felt chills run down their spine, so they decided to not stick around and just leave. They are now convinced that the rumors are true and are certain they saw a ghost that night, but as always, I'll let you judge. Number 7. Passenger. On September 4, 2023, a taxi driver in the Philippines was traveling late at 3:00 a.m. when a passenger waved him down for a ride. The driver captured the moment. The car door opens and slams shut as if someone entered. The driver asks where she's going but gets no response despite her request to go to Scouts Barrio, a neighborhood in Baguio, Philippines. After checking the mirror, he notices no one in the backseat and panics. This is even more suspicious as the front dash cam shows him stopping for the lady, yet there is no one present. He claims that her lengthy robes resembled those of a Jesus follower, adding to the spooky atmosphere of the film. Who or what unlocked the car door, and would it follow home? Tell me. Pooh. Number 6. The Totem. User. The totem tattoo artist Angel lives alone in Glasgow, Scotland, and one day while playing with her cat, she saw it staring at the glass panel of one of the doors. She recorded it, and it's chilling. Outside her bedroom door, a pallid man watches her from the top of the glass panel, which requires height. The cat certainly notices this too. After hours of fear, Angel left her room and scoured the house but found no one. After examining the land, she found a weird configuration of sticks or totems outside her house that she believed was used for a ritual, leading her to believe what she witnessed in her house was paranormal. Over the next several days, something followed her, but things became worse when she went to a neighboring graveyard to get answers and saw shadow figures and unusual occurrences. She returned home to find 2 slugs and the totem closer to the front door. Something won't leave her alone. She thinks a skinwalker is behind it all, paranormal or not. Number 5. Hands. The next video was taken by a security camera inside a big apartment complex. The little girl lives inside the apartment complex, and in the footage, she can be seen playing around at the bottom of a staircase beside a door that leads to a small basement storage room, and the girl stares into the room as if something is inside. That's when her parents reviewed the footage and noticed this. At first, it looked like she was going to enter the room, but then she stopped as she saw it. A pale-looking hand can view to everyone. Number 4. The passenger. On September the 4th, 2023, a taxi driver is driving late at night around 3:00 a.m. somewhere in the Philippines when suddenly someone waves him down for him to give them a ride. That's when he captures this. The car door opens and then slams shut on its own as if someone entered the car. He then proceeds to ask her where she's going, but no response is heard, although he claims she told him she wanted to go to Scouts Barrio, a neighborhood in Baguio, Philippines. That's when he began driving, but after checking in the mirror and seeing nothing, he notices there's nobody in the backseat and begins to panic. What makes this even stranger is that we can see on the front dash cam where he stops for the lady and there's nobody there. He also says that her clothes were long and looked like that of a Jesus devotee, which adds to the eeriness of this video. Just who or what opened the car door, and will it be following home? You tell me. Number 3. The voice. Hiding the home security camera in the room captured a distressing scene as a youngster prepared his lunch at 7:00 a.m. for school, while everyone else was still asleep upstairs on the morning of the solar eclipse. An unsettling, clear voice says, "How did you find me?" followed by a louder, "Hey." The youngster says the voice came from around the kitchen cupboards, but being the only one down there made him terrified. Fearful, he hurries to his mother's bedroom when she hears him screaming. She tells her side, which gets creepier. After hearing the weird voice, she heard big footfall but saw nobody as she went downstairs. She's terrified, unsure if someone was in the house. Her son tells their neighbor what occurred, and the neighbor tells him something that makes him even more afraid of the spot. An old woman died there recently, and the youngster found a young girl who perished there while searching. His mother didn't check the house's history before moving there, so something may be living there. Her son is afraid of being alone and asks his brother to accompany him everywhere. What was ascending the stairs that morning? Was it the ghost of the young girl or elderly woman who died, or something else? You rule. Number 2. Not alone. Not alone. We featured Leonardo previously, and as you know, he's been experiencing paranormal activity all over his house, especially in the bedroom bathroom. He has a security camera set up monitoring the bedroom and other rooms 24 hours a day, and one night while sleeping he's woken up to something horrifying. Watch closely. As he sleeps, a creepy-looking figure can be seen standing in the bathroom just watching him before the door closes by itself. When he goes to check, there's no one there. Terrified, he decides to head over to his countryside house for the rest of the night. Number 1. Home alone. The voice. A father was home alone after his daughter was attending school, yet out of nowhere, this happens. He hears his daughter's voice coming from the room, but when he goes inside, there's nobody there. Then he hears the voice in the room while he's there and gets creeped out. Could this be the result of a mimic, or is it just an intricate ruse? Once again, you judge. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative